Unlocking the Mind, a cautious exploration of psychedelics. Are you ready to delve into the complex world of psychedelics, substances that have captivated and challenged humanity for centuries? This isn't just about recreational use, it's about understanding their potential, their risks, and their place in our evolving understanding of the mind. Join us on this informative journey. Psychedelics are a diverse class of psychoactive substances known for their ability to alter perception, mood, and cognitive processes. These alterations often lead to profound shifts in consciousness. The term psychedelic, derived from Greek roots, literally means mind manifesting, hinting at their capacity to reveal hidden aspects of the psyche. These substances can induce vivid sensory experiences, such as intensified colors, altered sound perception, and the recognition of previously unnoticed patterns. It's crucial to distinguish them from stimulants or depressants. Psychedelics primarily affect the mind, rather than simply modulating energy levels or mood. This educational video aims to provide a balanced perspective on these powerful compounds. Common examples include LSD, lysergic acid diethylamide, psilocybin, found in magic mushrooms, DMT, dimethyltryptamine, mescaline from peyote and other cacti, and MDMA, often classified as an empathogen. Each possesses unique chemical properties, yet they share a common mechanism: interaction with serotonin receptors in the brain, particularly the 5-HT2A receptor. This interaction is believed to be responsible for their hallucinogenic effects. While synthetic psychedelics like LSD emerged in the 20th century, naturally occurring ones like psilocybin and DMT have been used for millennia. This scientific review will explore both their historical and contemporary significance. It's important to approach this topic with caution and objectivity, recognizing the potential benefits and risks associated with these substances. Psychedelics have deep roots in human culture, predating modern science by thousands of years. Indigenous peoples in the Americas have long utilized peyote and psilocybin mushrooms in spiritual rituals. These practices suggest that psychedelics were originally tools for transcendence, healing, and understanding the universe. Ayahuasca, a DMT-containing brew, remains central to Amazonian shamanic traditions. It is believed to facilitate communication with spirits or the divine. These historical uses provide context for understanding the potential therapeutic applications being explored today. This therapeutic guide aims to bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and modern science. In the West, psychedelics gained prominence in the 20th century. Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann synthesized LSD in 1938 and accidentally discovered its effects in 1943. By the 1950s, researchers began exploring LSD and psilocybin for psychotherapy, investigating their potential to treat conditions like alcoholism and anxiety. However, the 1960s counterculture embraced psychedelics recreationally, with figures like Timothy Leary promoting them as a path to expanded consciousness. This widespread use led to a backlash, and by the 1970s, most psychedelics were classified as Schedule I drugs in the U.S., effectively halting research for decades. This public awareness segment highlights the complex history and evolving perceptions of psychedelics. Today, we are witnessing a psychedelic renaissance. Since the 2000s, scientists have resumed studying these substances, driven by promising early results and shifting public attitudes. Organizations like MAPS, Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, and institutions like Johns Hopkins University are leading this revival, exploring psychedelics' therapeutic potential with rigorous scientific methodology. Psychedelics primarily affect the brain by binding to serotonin receptors, especially the 5-HT2A receptor. This receptor is abundant in areas responsible for perception, emotion, and self-awareness. This interaction disrupts the brain's default mode network, DMN, a system linked to routine thinking and the sense of self. When the DMN quiets down, users often report a dissolution of ego, feeling interconnected with their surroundings or the universe. Brain imaging studies show increased communication between regions that don't typically talk, which might explain the novel insights or creativity some experience. This scientific review delves into the complex neurochemical mechanisms underlying psychedelic experiences. The effects of psychedelics vary significantly depending on the substance, dose, and setting. A low dose of psilocybin might enhance mood and focus, while a high dose could trigger intense visuals or a sense of timelessness. LSD tends to produce longer, more analytical trips, 8 to 12 hours, while DMT offers short, explosive experiences, 5 to 20 minutes. Physical effects such as dilated pupils or slight nausea can occur, but the psychological impact, hallucinations, emotional shifts, or spiritual-like states, defines the psychedelic experience. It's crucial to understand these variations to make informed decisions. This educational video emphasizes the importance of responsible use and harm reduction. The set and setting concept is critical. Set refers to mindset, expectations, mood, and setting to the environment, safe, calm, or chaotic. A supportive context can lead to awe or healing, while a stressful one might provoke anxiety or a bad trip. This variability makes psychedelics unpredictable compared to, say, caffeine or alcohol. This therapeutic guide stresses the importance of preparation and integration in psychedelic experiences. Psychedelics have been used for diverse purposes across time: spiritual, recreational, and now therapeutic. Understanding these different applications is crucial for a comprehensive understanding. This public awareness segment aims to provide a balanced perspective on the various uses of psychedelics. In traditional contexts, psychedelics are often considered sacramental. Peyote ceremonies among Native American tribes aim to connect participants with ancestors or the divine. Ayahuasca rituals in South America are often about purging emotional or physical toxins and gaining wisdom from visions. These uses frame psychedelics as tools for transcendence, not escapism, often guided by shamans or elders to ensure safety and meaning. It's important to respect these cultural traditions and understand the context in which these substances are used. This therapeutic guide acknowledges the historical and spiritual significance of psychedelics. Since the 1960s, psychedelics have been taken for fun, curiosity, or self-exploration. Users might seek euphoria, visual distortions, or a break from routine thinking. Music festivals and art scenes often embrace psychedelics for their sensory-enhancing effects. However, recreational use carries risks. Uncontrolled settings or unknown doses can lead to distressing experiences or legal consequences, given their illicit status in many places. This educational video emphasizes the importance of responsible use and harm reduction in recreational settings. The most exciting modern application is in mental health. Research suggests psychedelics can treat conditions resistant to conventional therapies. Depression. Psilocybin has shown rapid, lasting antidepressant effects in clinical trials. A 2021 study found that 2 doses paired with therapy reduced symptoms in patients with major depression for up to a year. PTSD. MDMA-assisted therapy helps patients process trauma by reducing fear and enhancing trust. Phase 3 trials by MAPS indicate it could be FDA approved by 2024 or 2025. Anxiety and end-of-life care. Psilocybin has eased anxiety in terminal cancer patients, fostering acceptance and reducing fear of death. Addiction. Early studies on LSD and psilocybin for alcoholism and smoking cessation showed promise, with some participants quitting after a single guided session. The mechanism isn't fully understood, but psychedelics may reset rigid thought patterns, offering a fresh perspective. Therapy is key. Unlike popping a pill, these treatments involve preparation and integration sessions with trained professionals. This scientific review explores the potential therapeutic mechanisms of psychedelics. Anecdotally, psychedelics boost creativity. Artists like Alex Gray and tech pioneers like Steve Jobs credited them with inspiration. Microdosing, taking tiny sub-hallucinogenic doses, has gained traction for enhancing focus or innovation, though evidence is mostly anecdotal, and long-term effects are unclear. This public awareness segment acknowledges the anecdotal evidence surrounding creativity and psychedelics, while emphasizing the need for further research. Psychedelics aren't risk-free. Bad trips can cause panic or paranoia, and those with a history of psychosis might worsen their condition. Physical risks are low. Most aren't toxic at typical doses, but combining them with other drugs or alcohol can be dangerous. Legality is another hurdle. In the U.S., there's still Schedule Y, though some states and cities have decriminalized psilocybin. Long-term use might alter personality or perception, though research is limited. Tolerance builds quickly, discouraging frequent use, but psychological dependence is possible for some. Responsible use, guided settings, tested substances, mitigates many risks. This therapeutic guide emphasizes the importance of risk assessment and harm reduction strategies. The renewed interest stems from mental health crises. Depression and PTSD rates are rising, and traditional treatments don't work for everyone. Psychedelics offer a novel approach backed by rigorous studies. Cultural shifts toward openness about mental health and spirituality also play a role, as does frustration with pharmaceutical monopolies. As of March 29, 2025, this field is evolving fast, with more trials and policy changes on the horizon. This public awareness segment explores the factors driving the psychedelic renaissance. Psychedelics are mind-altering substances with a rich history and multifaceted uses: spiritual connection, personal exploration, and now, healing. They're not magic bullets. Their power lies in context, intent, and support. Whether you see them as sacred, scientific, or simply curious, they challenge how we understand the mind. As research grows, so does their potential to reshape lives, for better or worse, depending on how we wield them. Ready to learn more and contribute to the responsible exploration of psychedelics? Share this video with your friends and family to raise awareness about the potential and risks of psychedelics. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based information on mental health and psychedelic research. Support organizations like MAPS that are conducting crucial research and advocating for policy changes. If you're a mental health professional, consider seeking training in psychedelic-assisted therapy to provide safe and effective treatment options. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before considering any psychedelic use, especially if you have a history of mental illness. Let's work together to ensure that psychedelics are used responsibly and ethically, maximizing their potential benefits while minimizing their risks.